Hey everyone, how are you? My name is Camille Shamokin, and so I am coming to you with another video. This video is for flights leaving out of Chicago O'Hare, going to Punta Cana for the spring break Punta Cana trip. So, as you guys know, Chicago has two airports. We have O'Hare on the northwest side of Chicago, and then we have Midway on the southwest side of Chicago. And so, for those that don't mind flying out of O'Hare, this is definitely the video you want to watch. So, one of the first things you want to do is that you want to go to priceline.com. When you go to Priceline, you want to click on flights, and then you want to put in Chicago O'Hare. So if you watched a few of my videos, you know that I'm a big believer of flying, or when you're inputting your flight information in search engines, you put the airport code instead of putting like the city. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because places like Chicago have multiple airports. And so if you don't know what airport you're flying into or out of, that can be really difficult. Okay. And you can even end up flying into the wrong city. I have seen it. Okay. Or the wrong part of the city, I should say. Um, so first thing you want to do is put in ORD. So ORD is the airport code for Chicago O'Hare. And then you're going to want to put in PUJ, which is the airport code for Punta Cana. After that, you want to put in the dates, the 24th through the 27th, and then one adult, unless you're booking for multiple adults, and then economy, biz, or first. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and press search. And so, what's unique about Chicago with these flights going down to Punta Cana, I'm going to go over them because there are some really good deals, but I want to tell you why you should steer clear of some of these deals because at the end of the day, they're really not deals. So, like this first example, let's click on it and go through it. Okay, so this flight, the first red flag for me is the fact that this flight leaves at night. So it leaves at 9:11 p.m. That's a red flag for me because who wants to fly and miss a whole day of travel, right? And then you have a 9-hour layover in Houston, Texas. That's another red flag for me because we're not going to Africa, Asia, or Europe. So there's really no reason in my mind that we should have really long layovers like this. And so I would not want to book this flight because you don't even arrive until the second day of your trip. So that really gives you like 2 days to enjoy yourself. And then you don't even arrive until the nighttime. You don't even arrive during the day. So that's a big red flag for me. And because of that, I beg you not to book flights like this. Like it's not worth the price because think about it. On top of you paying $470 for this flight, you still have to find a place to stay unless you decide you're going to sleep at the airport from midnight to 9 a.m. So it's just going to add on costs and it's going to inconvenience you. You're going to be tired and all kinds of stuff. So I recommend that you leave flights like this alone. Okay. So let's find us another flight. I'm going to look for flights that leave before 1 o'clock. Okay, perfect. Okay, yes, we found some good price flights. Oh, maybe not so, because they have really long layovers too. You just cannot win. Oh my God. Let's go and shorten. Okay. So these are not the most ideal flights, but they are the best flights I found even when I was doing my research. That's why I was a little excited about those $500 flights. 'Cause I was like, I missed that? No, I didn't. So these flights have two layovers, but luckily the layovers are really short. So more than likely, when you have short layovers like this, you're literally just spending your time going from one airport or um, one plane to another. So you're not like spending time like sitting in the airport or anything like that. So if you're leaving out of Chicago, you leave at 9 a.m. You have a 50-minute layover in New York, and then you have another layover in Miami for an hour and 38 minutes. On your way back, the flight looks really nice. You leave at 3:45 p.m. You have a 2 hour and 29-minute layover, and then you get to Chicago at 11:06 p.m. Perfect. So this is the flight that I am going to use. So the next step that we need to take is that we need to actually go ahead and save this flight information so that we can upload it to Airfordable. So how you do that is you click on these dots, those three dots, and you scroll down to print. And instead of printing it, you're going to save it as a PDF file, okay? So you're just going to press save. And you're going to name it ORD to PUJ or something else that you want to name it to. I just name it that because it's easier for me. And so now that we've saved the flight info, we need to go to Airfordable. So once you go to airfordable.com, you sign in or sign up, then sign in. This screen is going to pop up. This is their calculator screen. So with this screen, it kind of tells you how much the flight would be with booking it through Airfordable, because Airfordable does charge a modest service charge just to assist you with this. So what you need to do is put in your dates. And then you need to put in the price. $673.73. Oops. Okay. And then you have the option between paying every 2, 3, or 4 weeks. I'm going to go with every 2 weeks, especially since the trip is so close. So the fare is $673.73 that you input, and then you have a service charge of $87.58. You also have a available credit. If you have any available credit, that will pop up. And then the total cost is $736.31. And then you have an upfront payment today of $256.01. And then you have installment payments of $160.10. Okay. So if you like this and you're like, yeah, I'm down, you can go ahead and start booking it. And I'm going to take you through the booking process. This part is fairly quick. Okay. So first step that you need to do is tell them where you got the flight from. We got it from Priceline, and then we're going to upload the flights. Give me 1 second. Okay. Now that I've uploaded the flight, we're going to go next. And then they're going to ask you about the route. Sorry for that disrespectful train in the back. I'm at my mother's house, and she lives in Train City. And then you're going to let them know it's a round trip. You're going to press next. And then you're going to put in the dates. Oops, wrong date. 24th through the 27th. We're going to press next. And then we're going to put in the price. Press next. And then you can choose between paying every 2, 3, or 4 weeks. I'm going to go with every 2 weeks. And then the same information that we just seen on the calculator screen is going to populate here. So I'm not going to go over that again. But if you want to go over stuff in detail, definitely do so. So now what you need to do is input your info. So you need to put your first, middle, last, gender, date of birth, seating preferences, and then you get to add people. So what I love about Airfordable is that if you have multiple people that you're booking for, say for instance you're bringing your family along to Punta Cana and you're booking the flights for everyone, you can add everybody to the flights. And when they issue the flights, they're going to issue the flights to each individual traveler. How cool, right? So I love that feature about Air Affordable. And then the card information. So you'll input your card info, billing address, and all, and then you'll press submit. And then Air Affordable will do their thing. So, if you have any questions or concerns about booking your flight through Air Affordable, please go here and click um, and start a new conversation with them. They're very responsive. They typically get back to people within business hours. And that's one of the features that I really like about Air Affordable. So, if you guys have any questions, definitely reach out to them first. If you have questions that you think they cannot answer and it's not really regarding to it doesn't regard Air Affordable, or it doesn't concern them, definitely reach out to me and I would love to help you and troubleshoot your questions, comments, and concerns. And again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.